When I was in army, in the war, I saw a lot of thousands of people being killed around me, and nothing happened to me. God gave me power, make me strong, make me to trust Him a lot, because the bullet who are coming, God is the one who pushing bullet from me, and I believe He's the one who protect me. He have a vision on me. God have vision on me, have vision on my family, and that's where I trust God. And now I'm here in Brisbane. This is the dream, or this is the vision He brought us here to pick up one of my family. Even if it's not me, if my son, he become a minister, I'll still thank you, God, for what He have done.
The journey from Sudan took place when I was about 5 years old. The reason we left was because my father wanted a better life for his family and his children. I just thank God that my father fulfilled his goal. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He was a man of his word.
My name is Eunice Adwa. I was born in South Sudan. The county is Akobo. It's Anuak tribes and it's Anuak country, and we belong to the Anuak kingdom.
Village I grew up with it. The house been made by the long grass and mud, and it's around the village is bush and jungle and dangerous. There's a lot of dangerous animal there, snake and lion, hyena. It's really dangerous. And the number of people in this village, 100 people in my village, and their clothes they wear is African dress. Everybody wearing different colors. Normal time, normal day, everybody busy in the jungle. You're going to farmer, you're going to go fishing. Yeah, it was beautiful.
I went to school, I was 10 years when I started my school, year 1. When I finished my year 12, I was 25 years, and then I become a nurse, start work nurse in hospital for 5 years in a nurse. And then I have a problem with the police commission. They took me to the police office to force me to the military, to join the military. And then they took us in 1990 to Juba, to South Sudan. The big war has come to the Juba. I've been in military for 10 years, and I saw a lot of things. It's really bad things. The Arab military, or the military of Northern Sudan, who was fighting with the Southern Sudanese, the raping the girls and women, and the girls, 14 years old, and you're gonna, you're gonna use this girl like, a woman. and they only doing for Southern Sudanese. So it's not for the North women. They're burning the churches. They're killing the people, those who are black people, Southern Sudanese. And they kill almost 3,000 or 4,000 people in one day in 1992 in Juba. That 3,000 people, all right, 3,000 who've been killed in front of me, I was there. So it's really sad, the story. I saw my family 1 in 10 years' time. And at that time, I raised my hand. I say, enough for me. I'm not gonna do it. And I disappeared. I left the country.
Christianity was one of the biggest thing that was in my father's life. That is one of the biggest thing that I've learned in his life. I mean, he told me a story of himself, how when he was a soldier, how there was always fighting around. He would have like a little Bible within his pocket, and he would take it out and he would read it, and he would pray to God every morning before they go out fighting. And he told me that if it wasn't for God, that he would not stay around.
Since I born in Christianity, and my family they are Christianity, and my brother, he was a reverend. I start to help with the word of God when I was in the army. That the day I start because I feel like I'm nothing in the world. And then they allow me to build a church in the military training area. For 60 years, never happened. This is my first time when I start in the military. This is the first thing I did, and it happened, and all the ministers come, celebrated that day, that time when they opening church. And then when I go to Juba, the same thing. I still continue with my people, telling the word of God. And then when I move here, left my country, come to Brisbane, I study to be a minister. This is my dreams. I would like to thanks God for what He done for my family, and He touched my son. He touched my son. He's the one who touched him and give him to know Him. And now my son, he's study. He's finishing now. He start to talk about the Christianity, to talk about the God.
Continue with him. As you continue to seek Him and do things for Him, you will see Him to begin open doors in your life, open doors in your heart, and He begins to function and operate within that area, and you'll just see great changes and great expectations.
And He's gonna grow in Christianity. He's gonna be a minister. He will help. He will change the people. He will change the people to be the way God needed. He will change not only here, around the world. It will not be only in Brisbane or Australia. I believe He will preach everywhere.
I'd like to thank God because of my father. My father's story and his life when he was in the army, his religious life, he taught me and made me a better man. He inspired me to be a minister, and one of my goals as I grow up, I would like to do the work of God. I'd like to be a minister where I would just travel around, help the poor, help the sick, just to preach the word of God to those who need it, for the brokenhearted. And one of the people who helped me to do that was my father.